It's 85 degrees outside and I'm drinking hot chai. But actually I think it's very fitting for this video because today I want to talk about something that actually inspired me to start this channel. If you're a skinny Indian boy who struggles to put on weight, this video is for you because today we're talking about how to actually put on mass as a high metabolism teenager. For reference, I'm currently sitting around 165 pounds of body weight and I'm 5'10". But 3 years back, I used to be 125-ish pounds, and I remember distinctly how many times I would go to Indian events and some Indian auntie would come up to me and say, "Are you eating enough? You're so scrawny." And I guess they don't even think about the trauma that caused me, but I guess I started putting on weight and hitting the gym because of that. To have a ways to go to hit my goal of 185-ish pounds. But I have made solid progress. I've hit about 40 pounds of weight, and I like to think at least some of that is muscle. So I think I can at least share with you guys some of the things I've learned, and they might help you get to where I am faster than I was able to. I should preface and say that I'm not trying to shit on the Indian diet. I'm more so trying to show you how you can supplement on top of that and make small changes to your diet right now to create an optimal diet that will allow you to gain muscle mass very easily. Also, for reference, I have grown up and have always been vegetarian, so I understand that struggle of getting enough protein. So with that, here are 5 things that you can do that will help you to make progress, and you will actually see results in a matter of a couple of weeks if you start implementing these. The first one is tracking your macros. You need to figure out, firstly, what your maintenance calories is, and basically that is the amount of calories it takes for you to stay at the same weight. So basically, once you figure out what your maintenance calories are, you can start eating in a surplus. I would say maybe 500 pounds extra from your maintenance calories, and based on that you should start gaining weight. And as well, track your protein. Make sure you are getting 0.8 to a gram of protein per pound of lean body mass. Honestly, if you're skinny enough, you can probably use your regular weight as your lean body mass index. But if you're skinny fat, I might use some online calculators to get a rough idea of what that is. If you're a vegan or vegetarian especially, make sure you're hitting your protein, because otherwise you'll just hit that skinny fat or just skinny look if you're not eating enough protein. Adding whey protein is probably the easiest way to add protein to your diet, because it's literally just a shake. Depending on how many calories you want, you can get whey protein isolate or whey protein concentrate, and you can make some shakes out of that too to add more calories. I'll never forget the day my mom found my first protein powder stash, and she looked at me and she said, "What is this, steroids?" Okay, no, she didn't actually say that. I don't really remember what exactly she said, but as a desi mom, she was very confused, and it took a while before she came to terms with the fact that I was putting so much powder into my body. But now it's come to the point where when she's shopping at BJ's, which is our Costco equivalent, she'll send me pics of protein powders that are on sale and ask me if I want any. But anyway, protein powder is a staple in my diet, and I actually make a mass gainer shake to help me hit my calories. I could actually make a video on that. Let me know if that's something you guys want to see. So what are ways of increasing your macros, your calorie intake? Well, I mentioned before that I have a massive protein shake in the morning, but as well, snacking is a very, very easy way to add more calories to your diet. So if you're brown, you might notice that your parents snack quite a bit, but we're not talking about that kind of snacking. We're not talking about eating Papa and all sorts of sweets. We're talking about snacking on healthy foods. One of my favorite snacks is this omega-3 trail mix. It includes cranberries, walnuts, almonds, cashews. Nuts are a really easy way, and especially almond butter, peanut butter. Those are really ways of snacking throughout the day to add calories to your total daily intake. But yeah, speaking of omega-3s, my fourth point is don't neglect your micronutrients. I won't lie, when I first started weight training, I kind of bought into that bullshit that
your micronutrients don't matter. It's really the macros that affect how you grow.
And all the bullshit that all these influencers are spreading. But honestly, if you follow that nonsense, you might get bigger, but you're gonna destroy your body in the process. Hitting your micronutrients is really good for not only protecting your gut, your immunity, and your bone health and organ health, but as well it will influence the quality of your workouts and your recovery. I'll link an article in the bio below that talks about the micronutrients you need to make sure that you're getting to maximize your athletic performance and also recovery and muscle gain. Honestly, vitamin D is probably the most important one to supplement because 40% of people in the US are not getting enough, and I think 6% are deficient. And it has been proven by several studies that vitamin D is positively associated. Vitamin D levels are positively associated with muscle strength and performance. So honestly, diet is the hardest part of gaining muscle, but you cannot put on muscle without some sort of weight training, and that is the fifth point, which is you need to be doing some type of resistance training, whether that's weight training in the gym, calisthenics with rings, or maybe just body weight workouts. It has to be something in order to tear down those muscle fibers so that they can be built back stronger. I remember when I first started working out, I started off with body weight workouts like push-ups and squats, and I remember I would try to do it in secret in my room, so whenever someone like came knocking on the door, I would just like roll over and pretend like I was doing something else. But there's no real reason to be ashamed of it. You should really be proud that you're taking this first step to start your fitness journey. And as long as you keep working, greatness is coming for you in terms of what you can achieve with your body. My point stands that you need to do some sort of resistance training so that your efforts in the kitchen do not go to waste. So I want you to keep working on this, and next time you go to an Indian event, show up absolutely shredded and show these Indian aunties who's boss. Let's get it.